Hello world, this is Sputnik Tripulator, and I decided to come back and make another video because I am appalled by the sort of stuff I am hearing from people online, especially in the YouTube community. Guys, the Constitution does not grant you any rights. None. Zero. Zip. The Constitution protects your rights from being infringed upon by the government, but it does not grant you any rights because your rights are given to you by God. Okay? Your rights are yours by virtue of you being born. And I am terrified by all of these people I hear on YouTube, especially talking about how your rights are going to be cancelled. Your rights cannot be cancelled. No one can cancel your rights. Okay? It's like saying, oh, well, your breathing is going to be cancelled. You can't breathe anymore. It's simply impossible because God gave you these rights. Now, can the government enact policies to prevent you from exercising your rights? Yes. Yes, definitely the government can. But that will be illegal, right? Because the Constitution was written primarily to address such behavior, such illegal behavior from any kind of government trying to infringe upon the rights of humans. Okay? If you read the Constitution addresses the government. The Constitution does not address regular, everyday people. And it doesn't tell the government what to do either. It tells the government what not to do. It tells the government what the government cannot do. And so I just want to make sure that people understand this, because I'm going to read this bit that I found in the National Review. I think everyone should understand about the Constitution in the US. One of the most common misconceptions about the US Constitution is that it grants rights to individuals. This myth is perpetuated by those who fail to understand the Constitution in context, and by activist judges who proceed from the premise that if the government, through the Constitution, grants rights, then the government can likewise take them away. This is precisely what the Bill of Rights expressly forbids. Okay? And that is very important for people to fully comprehend. The Bill of Rights is there, yes, but it doesn't grant you the rights written on it. It just enumerates what the forefathers thought were the most important rights to make it abundantly clear that no government can, in any way, shape, or form, act against those any right in general, but those rights in particular. That's why your right to bear arms is not your right to bear arms for hunting, which is one of the biggest misconceptions, or I think it's just simply a way to spin things around out of context. It is very clear that the intention of the Constitution was to keep the government in check, is to keep the government in check. Again, your rights are given to you by God. You were born with those rights. No other human on earth can take those rights away. They can definitely try, but they're still yours. The issue here is, are you willing to fight in order to keep those rights protected from infringement? Or are you just going to sit there and cry about the potential of a government coming in and canceling those rights. A government can't cancel your rights because a government doesn't give you those rights, so they cannot take it away from you. Okay? Please, please, please understand this, and don't let fear and panic not allow you to think clearly about these things. There is a very, very strong, important distinction between understanding that the Constitution does not grant you rights and mistakenly thinking that your rights are given by the Constitution. Okay, that is a fallacy. That is it's not accurate. And for the love of God, do not in any way, shape, or form ever wish it to be accurate, because then we're in real trouble. Remember that the Constitution was a paper created by men. And if men can give you and grant you rights, then men can take it away. Which is the reason why the Constitution doesn't give you any rights. I hope that's very clear, okay? So I'm gonna leave it here. And please do your research and don't let other people give you false information and interpretations. Use your own power, research power, and your own reading power, and your own power of understanding, and go out there and educate yourself. I am appalled by this new wave of thinking. I mean, you will go on YouTube 5, 7, 10 years ago, and it was abundantly clear to everybody in the sphere, in the community, that this was the case. The Constitution does not grant you power, it just prevents the government from infringing upon your powers. And now all of a sudden everybody's talking about, oh, the government is going to cancel powers, and using this word cancel, which I find even more strange. Anyways, enough of that. I just wanted to put this out there and clarify it. And yep, that's it. Signing out.